Hello and welcome everyone! I am super excited to share something I've been working on for the past 9 months. My home solar panel and battery setup. A lot of you have probably wondered, is it actually worth it? Well, today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you the real numbers, how much I've saved, how much I've earned, and whether this massive £11,000 investment is already starting to pay for itself. So, back in January 2025, I had 15 solar panels installed along with a substantial 18-unit battery system. The goal was simple: reduce my reliance on the grid, lower my electricity bills, and maybe even make a little money back. And just to give you the full picture, we're not a low-energy household. We have 2 electric cars that we charge right here at home using our EV charger. So, our energy demand is pretty high. Let's dive straight into the data from my solar app. I am going to put the screenshots right here on the screen so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. This first image shows our total energy consumption over the last 6 months. As you can see, we've used a whopping 7,171 kilowatt. That's a lot of power. Now, where did it all come from? Well, 1,299 kilowatt hours came directly from our solar panels powering our home in real time. A further 1,784 kilowatt hours came from our batteries. The rest, about 4,086 kilowatt hours, we had to pull from the grid. Even with 2 EVs, you can already see the solar and battery system is covering a significant chunk of our usage. Now, for the exciting part, production. This next screenshot shows the total energy generated by my panels. In just 9 months, they've produced an impressive 5,188 kilowatt hours of clean energy. That's fantastic! Of this, as we saw, 1,299 kilowatt hours went straight into powering my home. A smaller portion, 372 kilowatt hours, was used to charge the batteries. But look at this massive number. 3,516 kilowatt hours were exported directly to the grid. That's surplus energy I didn't need, so I sold it back. We'll get to what that means for my wallet in a minute. So, how do the batteries fit into this puzzle? This is where it gets really clever. This third image shows how my batteries get their charge. You can see 372 kilowatt hours came from the sun, but the vast majority, 3,036 kilowatt hours, actually came from the grid. Now, you might be thinking, why would you charge your batteries from the grid? Isn't that defeating the purpose? Well, not when you have a smart tariff. I have a special rate with my energy provider, British Gas, where I can buy electricity for just 7 pence per kilowatt hour between midnight and 5 a.m. It's an absolute game changer. So, every night, my batteries top up on this super cheap electricity. And what do I do with all that stored energy? This fourth picture shows the battery discharge. A total of 1,784 kilowatt hours were used to power my home during the day. This is key because it means I'm avoiding buying electricity at the expensive peak rate, which can be 4 or 5 times higher than my overnight rate. But here's the kicker. I also exported 1,524 kilowatt hours from my battery directly to the grid. I sell this energy back during peak hours for 15 pence per. So, I'm buying low at 7p and selling high at 15p. It's a strategy called energy arbitrage, and it's incredibly effective. Let's put it all together. This next image shows my total grid import was 7,123. That figure includes the cheap electricity from my batteries and the power from my home and On the flip side, the final picture shows my total export to the grid was 5,041 kilowatt. That's a combination of the 3,516 from the solar panels and the 1,524 from the batteries. I'm essentially using the grid like a giant marketplace, buying when it's cheap and selling when it's profitable. So, the million-dollar question, or, in my case, the 11,000-pound questioners? What does this mean in terms of actual money? I've been with British Gas for this whole period, and I've already received 3 separate payments from them for the energy I've exported. Here's a screenshot of my account. The first payment was for £189 and 35 pence. The second was for £304 and 11 pence. and the most recent one was £277 and 24 pence. That's a total of £770 and 70 pence earned back in just 9 months. When you factor in these earnings, plus the huge savings from not buying peak rate electricity for my home and my 2 electric cars, the system is performing brilliantly. My initial investment was £11,000, which is a lot of money, but seeing a return of over £770 just from exports in the first 9 months of the year, not even counting the savings on my own bills, is incredibly encouraging. This setup is already making a serious dent in its own cost. We've navigated through winter and spring, and as we head into the sunnier summer months, I expect the generation to be even higher and the returns to be even better. So, there you have it. 6 months in, and I couldn't be happier. It's not just about saving money. It's about energy independence and having a smarter, more efficient home. It's a significant upfront cost, for sure, but the numbers are already proving that it's a worthwhile investment that is actively paying for itself. I'll be sure to post an update in another 6 months to show you the full year figures. I hope this detailed breakdown was helpful for anyone considering making the switch to solar. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every single one. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow my solar journey, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.